How to identify call and response. Have you ever listened to a jazz or blues performance and felt like the musicians were having a conversation? That's the magic of call and response. This technique is a key part of both jazz and blues music, and it's fascinating to identify. Let's break it down step by step. First, you need to identify the call. The call is usually a melodic phrase or statement. This is often played by a soloist or a lead vocalist. In jazz, it could be a saxophonist playing a solo line or a vocalist singing a verse. Pay attention to that initial musical phrase. It sets the stage for what comes next. Next, let's talk about the response. The response is another musical phrase that answers or complements the call. This can come from a different instrument, a chorus, or even the audience. For instance, in jazz, the response might come from a trumpet player or the entire band. Listen closely to how the response interacts with the call. Now, observe the interaction between the call and response. This technique can be repetitive, with the call and response alternating back and forth. This creates a dynamic dialogue within the music. You might notice that the musicians seem to be playing off each other, creating a lively exchange. Consider the context of the performance. In jazz, call and response often involves improvisation. Musicians respond to each other spontaneously, which adds an exciting layer to the music. This interaction fosters a sense of community among performers and engages the audience. Next, listen for patterns. In jazz and blues, common structures like the 12-bar blues often incorporate call and response. For example, a vocalist might sing a line, and then the guitar or harmonica responds with a complementary phrase. These patterns help to create a familiar and engaging musical experience. Finally, engage with the music. Pay attention to how call and response can involve the audience directly. In live performances, musicians might encourage the audience to respond, creating a shared musical experience. This interaction makes the performance feel more alive and connected. By understanding these elements, you can easily identify call and response in jazz and blues music. This technique adds depth and interaction, making the music more engaging for both performers and listeners. So next time you listen to a jazz or blues performance, keep an ear out for that captivating call and response.